So you want to start a YouTube channel. I'm assuming if you clicked on this video, you also want to become monetized and grow your following. Am I right? Well, grab a pen and take some notes because I'm about to tell you what I wish I knew about starting a YouTube channel and becoming monetized. Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. My name is Notori if you're new, and today I'm going to be telling y'all some tips that personally would have helped me out a lot before I started a YouTube channel. I'm going to be talking about editing softwares, equipment like cameras I use and stuff like that, and how I actually grew my channel and got sponsorships without having a ton of subscribers. If you're really curious about one thing in particular, then here are the timestamps for the different parts in this video, and I should be able to help you out regardless what type of content you want to do or what your niche is. So let me just stop talking and let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so the most important thing that a lot of people need to hear is that if you do not genuinely enjoy creating content and making videos, then YouTube is just simply not for you. What I mean by this is that YouTube isn't always as easy as people make it seem. Of course, certain parts of creating content can be easy and it might come easy to certain individuals, but there's still a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes that people tend to forget about. Like, you gotta be prepared to be your own editor, producer, and cameraman. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that you can't even grasp until you actually pick up that camera. Do you think you can just start recording and automatically get all the perfect angles with all the perfect lighting and the video will just edit itself? No, sadly that's not how creating content works. So if you don't have a true passion for YouTube and creating content, then sorry to tell you this, sorry to be the one to inform you, but maybe YouTube just isn't for you. Because when I tell y'all, I was 7 years old making full-on vlogs and editing them on my iPad. Another thing I gotta tell y'all, if you want the real and raw truth, is that you cannot come on YouTube and expect super quick or overnight success. And I'm not saying that quick success is 100% impossible and just completely not gonna happen, but unless you don't already have a high following or engagement off of another social media platform, then chances are overnight success or just quick success in general is highly unlikely. And YouTube isn't like creating short form content like on TikTok or Instagram, because you're gonna have to put a lot more effort into a YouTube video than you are like a 20-second TikTok. And I do believe that creators can work hard on TikTok and Instagram as well, so that's not what I'm saying here. Do not attack me in the comments. But I do think it's common sense that a YouTube video that's about 20 minutes long or 15 minutes long is going to take a lot more time and effort than a TikTok or picture will. So long story short, don't get discouraged if you're not seeing quick success, especially if you're putting a lot of time and effort and hard work into your content and you're still not getting the views you want, because quick success is just not gonna happen for most people. And it's okay. You just have to be prepared to grind until you see the results that you want to. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, a lot of people are confused about what their first video should be. Of course, this all depends on the type of content that you want to do. I'd suggest that if you're a college student or just a student in general, please wait for back to school season. You know, everyone has a different opinion on what a first video should actually be, but back to school videos are extremely popular and they get pushed out like crazy. Like, everyone is watching back to school videos around August and September, so if you post around that time, your videos, they're probably gonna get pushed out more and get some views. YouTube loves to push out trendy videos, so if you're doing something trendy, YouTube doesn't really care what the video is and how good it is. If you don't know how to edit that well yet, YouTube does not care. They only care if the video is trendy enough, so they'll just give you a lot of impressions. If it's eye-catching enough, YouTube won't really care about your engagement. They'll just push it out because it's trendy. If you're not in the position to wait for back to school season, or if you just simply don't want to do that, then that's perfectly fine. My only suggestion is please, 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 please do not do a Q&A or anything mainly focusing on yourself, because people don't know you yet, so they won't care. This may sound harsh, but people really don't care about you unless they already know you off of another platform. Because let's be honest, are you gonna sit here and watch a stranger talk about themselves for 10 minutes? I wouldn't. And it's your first video as well, so your thumbnail probably won't be that good yet, and it's just a whole lot of other stuff that goes into it. But please, please, please stay away from Q&As and boyfriend tags, sister tags, who knows me better. Nobody knows you at all, so please don't do that. My biggest tip is that I would just save Q&As for when you actually have an audience. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people need to hear this one, so listen up. But if you truly have a passion for doing YouTube and creating content, then you have got to let go of that fear of filming. Like, if you want any type of online presence, then you're gonna have to promote your videos, so you cannot control who sees it anyways. Just be prepared for your coworkers or extended family or your classmates to see your videos and make fun of them, because eventually you're just gonna have to get used to it. Literally everyone is gonna see it. You cannot control who sees it, even if you block people, so you'll just have to be okay and say, like, you know, I'm confident in what I'm posting online and nobody's gonna take that from me. Everyone is gonna judge you, so there is no avoiding that. Almost every big celebrity or influencer has been talked about in a negative light before, so that just comes with the territory, so just be okay with that. People will talk behind your back, but it's okay, because one monkey doesn't stop the show. And on the bright side, you'll actually be surprised about how many people are geeked about you starting a YouTube channel. When I still went to in-person school, I was kind of known as the YouTube girl, and do what you will with that information. Some people liked it, some people hated that I was constantly filming, but a lot of my classmates and friends were actually hyping me up. And if you have real friends, they will be under your videos commenting from day one. Not whenever they just decide to start a YouTube channel and they want you to engage on their page as well, because that's not fair. There will never be a point in your life where someone's not talking bad about you or secretly preying on your downfall, but you have just got to get up and get on your shit. It's 2025. Do not let your fear of looking stupid hold you back. Next, I'm going to be talking about some of the equipment you'll eventually want to invest in. Majority of people are stressing out about what their first camera should be, and they don't really know what a good camera is, but there's so much more than that, so let me walk you through it. Also, don't think you have to start out with all of the stuff I'm going to be talking about, because chances are if you're a new YouTuber, then you won't really have the funds to purchase all of this stuff yet, because being a YouTuber alone can get expensive. If you're a super brand new YouTuber, you know nothing about it, you don't know anything about cameras, and you have no money, then literally I would just say all you need is a phone or a tablet. People get caught up in trying to have a camera so bad that they'll just buy bad quality cameras, but girl, you could have just recorded off of your phone. I promise you, sometimes phone quality can be better than like a dusty camera just to say that you have a camera, because you can film on your phone, you can edit on your phone, you can just do a whole lot off of your phone, so you don't need a million and one things when you're first starting out. Like I said, you don't absolutely need a camera, but eventually when you start to grow and you know you get more engagement and all of that, then you'll want to invest in yourself. So here are my camera recommendations. I would recommend the Canon PowerShot V10 or the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Personally, I've never used the Osmo in my life before, so I really have no experience with it, but I did hear a lot of great things about it. However, I do use the Canon PowerShot V10 and I'm actually filming on it right now. The Canon PowerShot V10 isn't that expensive at all. I think it's like $300, and it was pretty good quality, honestly. Like, y'all are seeing it now. I think it's pretty good quality. I also know a couple of big YouTubers that use it as well, such as Nicole Lano. It's such a tiny camera, so I do think it's really beginner friendly. It doesn't have a million and one buttons. It's not super huge, so it's good if you're anxious about filming in public as well. It's very, very tiny and discreet, but it's super beginner friendly as well. I'd also recommend a ring light of some sort, because even if you put out such an amazing video, people are not going to want to watch you in bad lighting or if the quality isn't good. People will click off so quick if they're trying to strain their eyes to see you. Nobody wants to watch an eyesore, so I'm definitely clicking off if the lighting is bad or if the video is just too pixelated and glitchy, because I'm not trying to strain my eyes over here. Of course, there's more expensive lights with better quality, and there's plenty of different types of lights, but the ring light that I've had for like some years now is literally $20 off of Amazon, and I love this thing. Now, when you think of a good YouTube video, what comes to your mind? Is it the editing, the thumbnail, the title? Well, to be honest, the answer is really all of the above. If you see a super eye-catching thumbnail that you just need to click on, will you actually continue to watch the whole thing if there's just no editing whatsoever or it's bad quality? Do not take this the wrong way and overly edit your videos, but nobody wants to watch a YouTube video that's giving more home movie. No edits whatsoever can get super boring and it's just so played out. Also, there is a way to strategically title your videos without your content getting too repetitive or you clickbaiting people. Of course, you'll want to creatively title your content, but do not clickbait. If people notice that your actual video barely relates to the title at all, they're not going to keep on clicking on your videos because they know that it's just like you're faking. Just make sure you're being your real and authentic self, because if you try too hard to mimic a different creator, then why would people watch you if you're just a copy of somebody else? I feel like I had previously mentioned different types of like editing or something about editing in previous sections, but now I want to put y'all on the best editing apps or different types of software that you can use to edit y'all videos. My number one suggestion is honestly CapCut, because I use it a lot and it is very beginner friendly. You can even make thumbnails on that app. Me personally, I don't like to use that app for thumbnails, but you can if that's more your thing. And speaking of thumbnails, another good app to use is Canva. Canva has plenty of good templates, so that's also pretty beginner friendly in my opinion, and I think a lot of people do use it in school. So if you're a high school or college student, then maybe you've already used Canva and you're familiar with it. But if you really don't know where to start, I would definitely suggest Canva because the templates are chef's kiss. Another good suggestion is Adobe Premiere. It's probably the best editing software out there, but it is not beginner friendly at all, and it is more expensive than the other options. With CapCut or Canva, you don't really need to purchase anything, but if you do want to level up your skills, then they do have, it's kind of like certain tiers. Like the app itself, you do not have to pay for, but if you want some of the premium features, then you have to pay for it. When Adobe, you gotta pay $20 a month to even use the app. But me personally, I think I've had a fair amount of experience with Adobe, and I can tell you that it's a lot more professional and just professional looking than CapCut and Canva. And some of y'all's favorite artists, like Billie Eilish, she edits her music videos on Adobe, so it's very professional and it's probably one of the best apps out there. And I know a lot of YouTubers used to use Final Cut Pro a lot, and I think I've tried it out a couple times, but I don't know, like it didn't really stick out to me, and I feel like a lot of people are kind of moving away from that now that there's better apps that are becoming more affordable to use, like CapCut. So just explore your options, and there's more apps than the ones that I've mentioned, but I haven't really tried too many out. Now that you know about the equipment and different editing softwares, you probably want to know how to actually grow your channel. And if you are really serious about growing your channel, you have to study YouTube and its algorithm. So after you're done watching this video, go to the next one. Like, don't stop watching these videos until you feel like all your questions are answered, and feel free to ask questions in my comment section down below. I've even done a separate video like a couple months ago about the monetization process and more like on the money aspect of things. So if you're curious about that, then go ahead and watch that video. I probably had it like pop up somewhere throughout the video already, so go ahead and watch that. But back to the point, if you want to be a big creator, then you have to know what you are doing. You got to know its algorithm and certain vocabulary like CPM and RPM, just all of that other stuff. I'm reading this off of my phone, so I just don't mess up and I make sure I'm telling y'all the right information. But CPM stands for cost per mille. It's spelled M-I-L-L-E, so I don't know how to pronounce that, but cost per mille, and basically it's like the amount that advertisers pay for every 1,000 impressions. So when you actually start making money on YouTube, don't think that you need like 10,000 subscribers or 100K or a million. Literally all you need is impressions, your views are getting clicked on. It's kind of based off of like different factors, like not subscribers at all. Subscribers has nothing to do with how much you're getting paid on YouTube. It's like such a small part of it, because really all you need is views and impressions and just a high engagement. There's CPM, CPC, RPM. There's like a lot of vocabulary and abbreviations that might sound very confusing when you're first getting started out, but that is okay, and you just really have to sit down and study YouTube. Like, that's all I can really say for this section. Just study YouTube, study the algorithm. You just kind of gotta know what you're doing there. So there's plenty of videos, and like I said, just go watch mine if you're confused. Alright y'all, so it's officially the end of the video, and I hope that I've answered a lot of y'all's questions. I hope that I helped somebody out in some sort of way, or at least gave somebody like at least a little bit of insight on what being a YouTuber is actually like. Just make sure to comment down below any questions that you may still have, and I'll see you out in the next video. Bye. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.